Lucky week 13 is underway. Everyone hoping for some good fortune as we enter the home stretch. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. We stop him right as he gets up past the 15. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
18, Rattler.
Throwing to start this game. Right off the rip, he's throwing deep. He's got it deep downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Throwing now on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Now a Sauce Gardner dropping him there.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Sending a receiver left. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Driving across the 15-yard line. And he did not get in. Finally stopped at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. Name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, your playmakers, creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver, but as a runner. That is job well done.
The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. It's 2nd and goal.
You know, we're so often in today's game looking for this, that escapability, and I love that, getting out of harm's way. Now you just got to find a way to make the connection on the other end.
Here we go.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense up to the line fast.
60 Eagles. Last day 19. Trap 60.
3rd down from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. Touchdown, Seattle! Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. This return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Running for the marker on second. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Connects with Johnson. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Hand off to the back. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Tackle made by Nehemiah Pritchett. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. They'll throw it. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And the punter earning some high fives on that one. They're going to down this kick at the 3. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he's brought down for a loss.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. Throwing deep down the left. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
With the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
From his own end zone on 3rd and long. On the move, headed right. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. And the Giants will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Backed up on their own goal line, Brock. A bit surprising to me that they decided to throw for it there.
Yeah, I think where they were at certainly played a role in that eventual interception. You know, coaches will say, play fast but never in a hurry.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Giants parlay the interception into points. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants tie this game 7-7. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He lofts one deep, center of the field. He lays out for it and makes the catch. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st to 3. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds. He gets him 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd and goal. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Back now for the 2nd quarter, and the Seahawks, they have got to look towards the end zone. Now a throw on 2nd and 2. Forced out to his right, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take a 2nd quarter lead. They'll try this extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he'll get it up to the 27. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Chased out to his right. Hyatt with the grab. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Byron Murphy there to make the play.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Setting up a throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. From the 36. Finds Hyatt. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Okay, ready?
First and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Pass play coming here. He finds Johnson. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Let's go. Go.
They'll run here on first down. Launches, and he's got it. Touchdown! The Giants can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants tie things up at 14. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Panther 11. Panther 'em. Here we go. Here we go. 18. Pioneer. 79 Bronco.
And they send a man in motion. First and 10, looking to throw. He's on the move. That's low and bounces short of his man.
You know, it looked like things fell apart a little bit as he left the pocket, just not on the same page with his targets as they adjusted their routes. And that's really what led to the incompletion.
70 range. Shut up.
Second and 10 now. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Giants get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Ready, break. Let's go now.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Going to the ground again on first. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Giants could break this tie for a halftime lead. Throwing from the gun. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Here's a give straight up the middle. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. So the Giants now going to call on their field goal unit. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they've taken back the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
19 Lions. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. He slides down with enough to pick up that first. They get 13 on the pickup. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. After the sack, another pass on second down. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive. Because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And the Giants will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense...
Touchdown, New York! The Giants will add to their lead at the end of the half. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Giants make it a 10-point ball game. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining.
Let's go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Here we go.
And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hayward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Give now to the running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Up the sideline, past the 40. It goes as a pickup of 37 yards. And the Giants will have a first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
He's got it over the middle. They strike for 23 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch. And it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Look into the air here. Dumps it off to his running back. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Gonna keep this one and go. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain for them there, setting up 2nd and goal. They give it to him up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative flip.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime. Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants take a 3-possession lead. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. They'll throw on 1st. Buys time, rolling right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Let's go. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll try and throw it here. Getting out, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Last thing, 19. Trap 60. Trap 60. Cup 19. Cup 19. Go.
Here's the snap on fourth. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on fourth down and pick up the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
To throw it on first down. On the move, headed right. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Nearly an interception on that play, and it's going to be second down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Ready? Warrior 70. Panther 11. Panther 11. Hunt.
Another throw here on second down. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
18, Pioneer. 79, Bronco. Ready?
Here's a throw. Rolling left, buying some time. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Got him in. It's Njoku. And that's good for a gain of 5. Drew Phillips making the tackle.
19, hey, hey.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Let's go now.
They put a receiver in motion right. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. 3-quarter. Second down now, 7 to go.
Ready? 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
From the 17. Drops back. Needs an open man. Trying to find Trey McBride. So it'll be third down.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Big alert. Big alert. Big.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Hey, smash. Dragon 60.
throw on third down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Come on, set, Buffalo 18. Check. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 19 tight, Mustang 19. Ready?
Desperation time here on fourth. That's cut beyond the marker. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on fourth down. That was impressive.
Ready?
First and goal. Here's Walker. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks get it back to within 2 possessions. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, set.
Airing it out to start this drive. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Trayvon Diggs has got it. And the Seahawks have some new life in the fourth.
So many of these NFL facilities we travel around and we see signage all over the place. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's about protecting it offensively, and it's about doing just that, taking it away defensively.
No. Ready?
Complete out to the right. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
This is Walker on second. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Throwing now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Roll. Let's go.
Running left, here's Walker. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Pass play now. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down.
Panther 11, 18, Pioneer.
From the 19. Flush down now to his left. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. Working quickly here.
79 Bronco. 19 Lion. Go.
They're going to throw it on third and long. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's fourth down. Seahawks will try to kick as they send the field goal unit onto the field. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. Tracking for it, and it's good! And it pulls them back within one score here in the fourth.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Gets this to Johnson. That one hits for 30. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Another carry for him. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Giants leading by 7. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Now give left side. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Back to the well again. And he's brought down for a loss. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. So on 4th down, they bring him out for his most important kick of this game. He was good on his first kick. Gonna need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Here we go, set. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Yep.
He'll throw again on second down. Chased out to his right. He's running with it. And he got this close to midfield before going out. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. They kick the running back in motion. Back to pass on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's picked out by the Giants. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Well, they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see. It's 1st and goal. They give it to him again. Dives for the pylon, and that's a touchdown. The Giants can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants take a 3-possession lead. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he runs out of bounds at the opposing 45. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Banks. So it's a win.